right, clock strikes 10. All right, so today we are going to go over email campaigns. So this is something that's not new, but they have made major changes in MegaCamp, and then they've also added updates to other email, or made basically more email templates. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and we're rolling. All right, so as always, I'm in Command. I log in agent.kw.com. Today, so I want to preface that there are a couple different places you can make these emails, but for campaigns strictly today, we are going to be in the campaigns applet. So this is the megaphone here. So we're going to click campaigns. And then this is your campaigns dashboard. Quickly, I'll show you the emails version of the dashboard. This is where you'll see all of your email campaigns that you've created, the status of them, the date and time that they were sent, how many views, how many clicks, and then bounces are if they were rejected, whether it be the person is unsubscribed to your emails or if it's a bad email. Only downside to this is you cannot see specifically who it was. So that's something I would hope that they would have in the future for us, but you can at least get an idea of who's seen it, how many people have clicked on it, and if how many aren't sent. And you can also preview the campaign or duplicate the campaign over here on the dots. So what you're going to do is you're going to come up here in the top right corner to create a new campaign. And then you're going to choose email. And there is no cost to this. The only thing in campaigns that has a cost is the paid ads, or I believe the Google ads too. But so I'm going to name this Happy Holidays. And then you're going to, so first you're going to name it, and then you're going to choose your goal. So I'm just going to do brand awareness today. It could be brand awareness or other, really. I mean, if it's like a holiday email. So then you're going to come down here and choose which place you're going to run it on. Command email is free, 5,000 emails a month free, that it will revert back to your KW email or whatever email that you've put in your marketing profile. Or if you have a MailChimp account, you can use MailChimp as well. If you don't have a MailChimp account, I highly recommend you just stick with command email because one, it's free and it's already set up for you. So this is your original. Yeah.
So you said when we go over the 5,000, it reverts to our KW email. Does that mean these emails go out with a different email?
No. So it replies, like if they reply to this email that you send out, it'll go to your KW email.
Okay.
I would assume MailChimp does that too, but it's just, I think you have to pay for MailChimp.
They have a free level, but you can't really do a lot with it.
Okay. Yeah. So it's a recommended command email just because that's provided for you. And I use this for recruiting and I use this a lot, and I have not reached 5,000 emails in a month. So it's a pretty decent amount to have access to. So all of your information will be up here at the top, so you don't really mess with step one. Step two, this is just telling you what email it's going to reply to if they reply. And then number three is where you're going to create your list from your contacts. So you're going to choose create list, and it's going to pull up all of your contacts. You can filter by a tag if you want to. You can type in specific names, and then you're going to create a name for this list. That is because this will save the list. So anytime you want to go back and send out another email to them, you don't have to go in and add everybody over and over again. So I've already created my own list, which is just myself. So I named it Rachel. And then number four, this is what the sender's name, essentially you, is going to be. And then when they reply, this is the email address it will go to. If you need to change that, you can hit edit. Number 5 is the subject. So that is the subject header of the email. So when you look at your emails, you see the name of who it's from, and then you see like a little note to the right of it explaining essentially what the email is. And that's what that subject line is. So happy holidays to you is what I'm going to put. Then you're going to go to number 6, which is the content, and you're going to design your email. So just click on that. So these are all things I've already created. You can go over here to KWRI templates just to start fresh. They have added more of these. There are a total of 41. So these are some of the newer ones here at the top. There's requests for referral, how to know when you should buy, how to know when you should put it on the market, or when you're ready to sell, when you're ready to buy. If you hover over it, if it's cut off, it'll tell you. Lead conversion, touch 1. Happy Valentine's Day, New Year, spring. I'm just going to do the happy holidays today since I'm doing a holiday email. So I want to preface that if your marketing profile is set up in Command, your information should automatically populate in here for you. I know this image looks broken, like it's not there, but I'll show you in a minute when I hit preview what it actually looks like. So this is the template, and then these are all the things that you can add to the email. So you can do text, image, you can add a button, which is like a hyperlink essentially. So if you click on it, it'll take you to another website or a landing page, whichever you prefer. Legal header, legal footer, listing block if you want to post a listing in your email, an event block if you're having an event, that can go there. You can put videos in here, and then a market snap, which is like a kind of like a neighborhood snap, but just the whole market. And then if you want to change any photos or anything, you can do that. If you want to edit anything, you just click on it and hit the pencil. If you want to delete anything, you click on it and hit the trash can. So I'm going to come down here to the text because I like that photo. Just going to click on this, and I'm going to click the pencil to edit. Now, these email campaigns do have merge fields like the smart plans do, but you do have to enter them. So I'm going to highlight this and delete it. And then I'm going to come over here. These are your merge fields. And I'm going to scroll down to contact first name. What this does is enters the name of your contact where that is. So when you are sending this to multiple people, it looks personalized to them specifically and is not a generic email. So that's what kind of sets it apart from having to look generic and say like it's got their name, it's a little more personalized, it looks a little more professional. So again, I'm just going to go in here and delete this. And how you know that it's active is if it's blue. So contact first name.
They're kind of tricking you.
Yes,
the way it looks.
It is because it's already there, but it's not live. So that is something that you have to be mindful of. And then again, I'm going to go up here and change agent first name, or if for your name, if you want to just put it there yourself, that's fine as well. So I've got it all there. Now I'm going to hit done. So that's like your save to your edit. So you hit done, and then it has updated. You can't really see it from here, but it has. And then all of this information should auto-populate. And so I'm going to hit save. I've updated my save, and then when you hit options, you do preview. And as you can see, it has populated my logo. And again, you're not going to see any names in here yet just because this is a preview. And as you can see, it has populated my name, has populated my information. I don't have a license number in here, so that's why that did not pop up. I don't have a website in here, that's why that didn't. The links are not live in the preview, but it does give you an image, And then again, I don't have a team logo in my marketing profile, so that's why that looks broken. So if you do, your logo should be there. So this is what your preview looks like. If you like it, you can go ahead. I always recommend you send a test email to yourself. So again, in the options, you can click on that and do send test email. And then you can put the email address you want it sent to, which I'll go ahead and send it and see if I can show you guys. It does take a few minutes to get there, but so the paragraph looks wonky. Do you need, okay. That's a good question. So when you edit these, they do look a little wonky in here, but the spacing on here does not reflect the spacing here entirely. So like, it looks like those are just to separate it. You can go ahead and fix it and it's not going to hurt anything. Like I can move this, because again, I don't know why it pulls the gaps. I don't know if it's
there in the gaps were there in the preview too, I noticed.
Yeah. I don't know if it's because they are wanting it on the next line. I don't know why you just couldn't hit enter to do that. So let me take them all out and see if it makes a difference. I wouldn't imagine it does, but it's always been a little wonky in the edit box since they've started this. So oh, it doesn't let you hit enter in there. That's that's odd. Like, because I hit enter on my keyboard and it doesn't do anything. Let me see if that. Okay, so that looks like that is the spacing. I don't know how much is in it, but so if you want it to be separate, you have to put a bunch of spaces in it, which that seems redundant to me. But maybe that's something coming. A little more functionality on that. Oh, there it goes. Now let me do it.
How'd you do that?
I just literally hit enter on my keyboard. I don't know why it didn't let me do it the first time.
Yeah, it wasn't letting me either. That's weird.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm just going through and hitting enter on my keyboard and it's now, that one is not letting me though, the warm wishes. We'll save it. Oh, crud. Don't hit save. That's not. Where is it taking me? Command has been a little wonky the last few days. I'm not going to lie. Come on. It's not even Tuesday. Not even Tuesday. Okay. It looks like it kicked me out. Lovely.
It's good to see that you experience this too, Rachel.
Yes, I promise you guys, it 99.99% of the time it's not you. Holidays quickly. Save it. It did. Yay. Okay. So we're back to where we started. Say you wanted to replace this image. I'm going to go ahead and hit delete. And there's just little cells everywhere. That's what they're called, table cells. So I'm going to do image. So what you do is you click on it and hold down your left key or your left clicker on your mouse. And then you're just going to drag it. Wherever you see that green line is where it's going to go. So if you want it within that box, if you want it over here, top, if you want it in the text box as well, wherever you see that green line is where it's going to go. And then these are images you previously added or are in your branding page. And then you can upload listing images from KWLS, or you can physically upload from your computer. So I'm going to do that. So I just click drag and browse. And then I'm going to choose this one. just if I wanted to customize it. It does give you a prompt of what the best size is for emails, and then you're going to click on the image. You're not going to be able to add it if you don't click on it, so be sure to click on it and then hit save, and then it has added that image. If there are already images in the template, can you move those around? Yes. So if you, again, click on it and hold it down, hold the button down and move it around, it'll move. So the question was, if there's already an image there, can you move it around so it's more customizable? Yes. If you are feeling froggy and you want to completely design your own, you absolutely can. You can change anything in here. The text, the cells are solid. You can't move those. But like if you want this to be down here, if you want it to be, you can make it as customizable as you want it to. You can add extra things that aren't there. You can make it as much as you want. But those templates are there for the basics, just so you don't have to do a lot of work if you don't want to. But it is absolutely possible to add as much as you want. You're welcome. So again, I always recommend you do the preview. Well, let me save it first. Hopefully it doesn't kick me out. There we go. And then do preview, just so you can see what it's going to look like. So this is what it looks like here. And I'm not sure why there's a big gaping hole there, but it's there. So this is why that would be important to do the preview. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to click on my content. I'm going to click edit the pencil. And there it goes. There it goes. So again, I'm going to save it and I'm going to go back to options and hit preview. And now it's closer. That looks a lot better to me. I like it. Again, my KW is there because that is my profile picture on my marketing profile. So all of your information pulls from there. So if it's not up to date, I highly, highly recommend it. And I can show you here in a second where you can do that. So everything looks good to me. I'm going to do save and exit. It's going to take me back to that screen over here. You can again review your information, make sure everything looks good, make sure everything you like it. Your email preview is over here on the right. And then you can either schedule it or send it. So if you schedule it, it allows you to pick a specific date and time when you want this to go out. You do have to give 30 minutes from now and 12 months from now. That's so you can't, if you wanted to schedule it, it can't be before the next 30 minutes. Essentially, which makes sense because if that's what you wanted, you could just hit send. So I went ahead because I have time today. I've made this Christmas email. I'm going to schedule it for the 23rd. And right here is the time. And I'm going to do 11 a.m. So again, I just hit, you can either type it in or you can use these little arrows. I think they're a little hard to see, but you can use the arrows to move it up and down to change the time. You can do AM to PM. Apply date and time, and then schedule. So now this email, which is right here at the top, is not going to send until December 23rd at 11 a.m. If for some reason it would fail, it would show like this. I think I canceled this email, so that would be why it says failed. Scheduled, again, if you schedule it out, sorry, my light has a timer on it. Goes. And then if it's completed, it'll say mailed. This was mailed to me, so I never opened it. I just deleted it. I want to see if, so here is that test email. Everyone gets to see my email today. It says Rachel Vaughn test email. And this is what they're going to see. So that is what it looks like from the test email. If you need to update your marketing profile, you're going to go over to your name here in the top right-hand corner. And you are going to choose settings. And it will ask you if you want to leave. Everything's already saved, so it's not a big deal. Command they need to fix that. Every time you go to settings, it kicks you out. Okay, back into settings again. And then you are going to go to connect settings and marketing profile. So this is where it pulls all of your information from. As you can see, that's my photo, so that's what's there. I don't have a team logo uploaded, so that's why it looked like a broken image. It's not really broken, I just don't have anything there. And then all of your information in here. So that is what it is. The reason why my website here doesn't show there is because this is not the name of my website anymore. I need to update that. So it is really so if you have an outdated information in here, it's not going to pop up correctly in there. So you want to make sure everything looks good here, and then you save it at the bottom. So again, just double check that just to make sure your information is correct in there. Thus, it'll be correct in your email campaign. Does anyone have any questions on these?
No, it just looks like we need to get in there and play.
Yes, always. I always recommend you get in and play. Even if you just send it to yourself or just send it to somebody you know that won't care if it looks like crap. So I do it all the time. I send test stuff to myself just so I know that it's working properly and that what I'm teaching is or saying is what's correct. Next week, we are going to go over smart plans, and you can now put those emails in smart plans. And there's also triggers for smart plans. So when you put a tag on somebody in your contacts, it'll automatically trigger them to add to a smart plan automatically. So that is next week. I'm excited.
I have it on my calendar.
Awesome. All right. Well, I will let everybody off here. I hope you have a good rest of your week and weekend, and I'll hopefully see you all next week.
Thanks, Rachel.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.